Hi, I'm Kylie Ferguson, and I am going to be doing my social location assignment via video, and I hope you enjoy. So I am going to start my video off with a self-analysis about my race, my gender, my sexuality, my socioeconomic status, my age, and my spirituality. I have never experienced any sort of discrimination or hate towards my race. Living in my small town of Trenton, I found that there were not a lot of people of other races, people of color. From as long as I can remember, I didn't have many other friends who weren't white. There was the odd person of color who showed up to our school. We are a military town, so we got a lot of postages coming to Trenton. But me being white, my personal experience, I have never experienced any sort of discrimination or issue regarding my race. When it comes to my gender, I grew up playing soccer, and there was a lot of boys on the team that told me that I kick like a girl, or that I run like a girl, I play like a girl, and I never knew if I should take that as a compliment or as a insult. But looking at it now, it definitely is an insult, because why can't we play as one? Like, why does it have to be, oh, you play like a girl, oh, you play like a boy? But as I also grew up too, there were boys started to think it was funny to make like kitchen jokes and like wife jokes and woman jokes, like, like, for example, oh, go back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich, kind of thing. Oh, you're just a dishwasher. Oh, blah blah blah. I found that was very prominent and very in your face. That was like maybe grade 6, grade 7. But I myself didn't. I wasn't completely affected by it, because I knew that they were hopefully joking. Most of them were joking. But I took that as a joke and I just laughed along with them. I didn't take an issue. There was nothing that hurt me whenever those gender jokes were said to me. Growing up, I knew I was a straight white woman. I had no issues with my sexuality. I know who I am. I know what I'm comfortable with. I've never experienced some sort of discrimination because of my sexuality, because I am a straight white woman. And I hope to never experience any sort of discrimination or issue regarding my sexuality. When it comes to my socioeconomic status, my parents were the working middle class. My dad worked in a factory he still works in a factory, but as long as I can remember, he worked on a mushroom farm and then to a factory. And my mom, she always worked for the government of Canada as a civilian. So they were making enough money for us to be stable, but not enough to spend crazily. If I wanted like a little thing here or there, like, sure, it'd be a treat, but it wouldn't be a every night, every day kind of thing. And my parents, they worked hard and they deserved everything that they got, and they kept us fed, they kept us healthy, and they knew that their children were their number one priority, so they worked as hard as they could for us. They provided us with new shoes, new boots, like, if we grew out of them, they would be able to spend that money because they either saved up for us or they just had some extra cash running, like, lying around. But as, like, growing up, they told me and they told my brothers to always be thankful for what we have and to be thankful for the people around us. And that has stuck with me. As a kid, I would always go to my aunt and my grandma's, who was very, very Catholic. But I personally was not. I went because I enjoyed going to Sunday school. I liked meeting friends. but I personally don't believe in anything beyond us. I don't believe, and I never have believed anything really in the Bible and all that jazz. But as I grew up, I realized that there definitely is some sort of entity that is there. But I don't believe in a God. I believe that there is something there, but I don't believe in a God. And I'm not sure if that would offend anybody, but I do believe there is something else there. And especially after the passing of my mom, I felt it more and more present that there is something more than just us. So now I'm going to get into the actual questions. So the way that I'm going to be able to connect with my young people, the children and the youth that I'll be working with, I feel like I'm going to be able to connect with them because of how young I am and how much in tuned I am with the world around me. There definitely is some different, barriers and different things that I might have to cross over when I do start working. But the way that I'm going to connect professionally and intimately with the children and the youth is being myself, and being able to connect with them on a more personal level, because I was born in today's age. Like in 2002 is when I was born, and growing up, a lot of things, have changed in society and whatnot. So I think that I'll be very in tune with them, and I do care to change my views and whatever. Not change them, but like be able to see what others may see. And yeah, I feel like it might create barriers with me and my group, my people that I'll be working with, is I think that it will be hard to not get too personal with them, because they'll be super personal with me because I am so in tune with society, whatever, my own social identity. I feel like a major barrier will be knowing the boundary between, professional and personal. Like, you need a good balance. You don't want to be too personal with the child. You don't want to be too professional, though. You want to be right in the middle. And I think that will be a very big barrier that I will need to, that I will come to. I think that I personally don't think I need to meditate any sort of thing in my intersectional identity. I feel like I'm very in tune with everything, and I feel like I have grown a lot. I may need to grow as a whole instead of just one part of my intersectional identity. And I think that I need to grow still as a whole, but I don't think I need to practice anything new. I just think I need to still be aware and grow with the world. One thing that has stuck with me from me and white supremacy was white exceptionalism. And I thought that was very interesting to read about, because I didn't know that was a belief. First of all, I didn't know that was a thing. And second of all, I thought it was very interesting to see and read about what it was all about, because I personally have never been affected, and I've never really experienced that. And I think reading that was very, very interesting and stuck with me. Another thing that has stuck with me from me and white supremacy was you and white centering. Something that I've never realized as a white person, and I've never realized that a lot of the books are white people, and they're centered on white people and no person of color. And I thought it was very very interesting to read that it's a real thing. People, white people are overrepresentative, representative in movies, books, articles, whatever, like good things, and then bad things are always, Black people, typically, because media it's crazy, that's for sure. But I definitely find that stuck with me because it was so interesting, and I never ever realized that was an actual thing. But like come to realize, I realized that is a thing, and it is very much a prominent issue that we have as a society. My personalized anti-oppression plan is to start researching and to start knowing more about what's going on in the world between everybody, all the different races, all the different people of color, all of those, everybody, sexuality, gender, all that. I need to be more informed, and I think I'm already pretty informed, but I need to make myself more informed about what's going on, and people around me too, and like hearing what they have to say and all that jazz. I think that I need to read more about what's going on instead of watching everything. Reading scholarly sites, scholarly articles, all of that relating to racism and what I can do to prevent and help prevent that, or homophobic issues going on in this world. It's a new world we're living in, and I think the more people are involved and know what's going on, the better. And I think that for me, I need to make sure that I am informed before I can inform anybody else to make that change. If I'm not informed, I cannot make a change. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope that it hit all the spots for you, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about my intersectional identity. And that was my social location assignment. Thank you. I'm Kylie Ferguson, and I look forward to hearing back from you.